and we are live, guys, and we have a discussion about closing. So the reason why I think everybody should have like close mentality is because it's easier to manage people under you this way.
Mm-hmm.
Because imagine those conversations with acquisitions people or other guys. Like most of those conversations, like, oh, leads are not converting, oh, this is suck, oh, that's suck. Like in my case, my team, and I was kind of thinking about this, again, they're not perfect, but hey, they always need to be on script. They always need to try to close. So, and again, it's easier structure, because if, let's say, we even ask them why you don't list and it opens the things, how are you gonna script it?
So I normally just say, hey, why don't you just list it with a realtor? And sometimes they're like, we are.
So,
right?
well, yeah, that's.
And then I'd be like, yeah. And then what I try to do is just give them the value. What I try to do is I'll say something like this, right? Hey, have you thought about, like, let's say the property is 300,000, worth 300, and they tell me they want 330,000,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I say, well, have you thought about just listing it with a realtor? And they'll be like, yeah, actually, I have thought about it. And then at that point, I'd be like, okay, well, obviously you can get top dollar with a realtor, but you'll pay realtor fees, commissions, closing costs. There'll be inspections. When the inspection comes up, you'll have to pay for whatever's in that inspection to get to closing. Then even after that, there's funding contingencies, and there's also appraisal contingencies. So they might back out even after they agree to a deal with you. But for sure, that's going to be the highest and best. And I always like to let people know their options. For people that want to work with companies like ourselves, we're not going to pay retail, but we will be the fastest, easiest, and most convenient way to sell your house. Selling your house for us for cash at a discount, and we can close on your timeline. And then I'll just say, hey, do you want to go the longer route and get the most money, or are you looking for speed or convenience?
I would say try to get the most money, because market is going down, and that's what I'm going to tell people too. But here's the thing, I would still tell this after I did my best on negotiating.
Yeah.
Because they might be, after I did this twice and I actually tell the way how you said it, and after that I'm going to ask him like, so you sure you want to do this, or let's maybe make a deal? And I'm going to do that. But this is like little things. I just want to just acknowledge, and even Caesar agreed with me, like asking stuff like, oh, is there any wiggle room, without no reason. It's like simple things, like not having contract ready to send. Yeah, Alex says, school me and let's get you on. So even like when people like, oh, they sit and like, oh, let me put the contract, I'll send it later. I mean, you didn't have it ready. I mean, like it's possible to have it ready. You could send it. You could tell him like, make sure to open it. I'm talking about those like regular sales things that people miss. And after they're like sitting, because in the end of the day, that's what I tell people, like, who actually, if you plan to do local things, you need to have your own page, because you might still get like one SEO lead per year, and it will be extra deal for you, and it will be a game changer. Like you guys are basically fighting, like most of you, I know Don is closing multiple deals, but most of you are fighting like for this like extra 1-2 deals per year. They're gonna really make your life easier, maybe will allow you to invest more and do that type of stuff. So that's why, like, every little possibility you can find, you will have to work on this, unless you have a way, guys, to get like unlimited leads. If you have unlimited leads, and that's why I think everybody likes JV and doing that type of stuff. But here's the thing too, nobody's gonna throw towards you like GV in leads, like the freshest PPC leads or something. I mean, that's ain't gonna happen. Like, so that's so you gotta keep in mind too, and you need to split money too. You split, you already potential earnings twice less. I mean, 5K assignment fees, it sounds way worse, especially if it works 3 months, than 10K. Like, so, and there is also a limit how high you can really, chew without getting in trouble, right? Like we typically, like, assignment fees over 20K are kind of rare. So, I mean, unless you decide to double close or do like more of different stuff.
Which you should. If you're making that much money, you definitely should. Over 20K, you should 100. Even at 20K, you should. I mean, at 20K, you're kind of hitting that point. But if you make them put $10,000 earnest money down, you're going to be fine. No one's trying to lose 10 grand, right? But now even lenders are capping the amount that they'll pay out to wholesalers.
Oh, really? No,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, some lenders are saying, "Hey, the wholesaler's making too much money. We're not going to let them make that." I've heard multiple people come back, which is actually part of my assignment contract as well. I have a clause in there that says, if for whatever reason your lender doesn't want to pay my assignment fee, you have to pay it out of pocket.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. If you see me looking to the right, it's because I'm actually trying to read the call summaries. Also, I'm buying leads right now.
Yeah, I know, and you gotta go in an hour. So yeah, I'll let you get focused on that, guys. And again, the whole message that I'm trying to talk, I started talking to Alex. Like, if you go to different industries, there is no phrases on sales calls like "you're not motivated" or not trying to close. I mean, I understand educating seller, doing that type of stuff, but it's hard. Like everything, what about educating and judgment is harder to script and pass to your team. That's why bigger teams in a lot of cases will have worse ROI than you doing by yourself. So I mean, it's possible, but again, you will need to decide between leverage. So you should expect the team will perform probably 70% of just what you could do, but at some point it will get to the level where it's like, hey, it's a pain in the butt. I could earn more, and I pay all those salaries. So, and the way to prevent this is to have systems in place, like time tracker, like I shared was done. So you want to have this thing to make sure that they really perform. You want to have scripts, like the particular, the better. And yeah, sometimes you need to sacrifice. Hey, like, do we? And even like I'm guilty of this too. I was reviewing our script. It's so lengthy and so many words. I'm going like impeaching, like make things simple. And I open my script, it's 17 pages and like complicated words like from freaking Shakespeare. It's like, I'm telling you, like I was like going through that. I was like, why do I say it this way? It's like five great language, and again, like pass it down. But again, the whole overall mentality, especially people who work for you, they all should be about closing. Even like, oh, lead manager, like lead manager, this stuff gotta go. I'm gonna tell you guys this for sure. It shouldn't be any lead managers. Like lead manager is like lead disqualifier. This is where you lose most of your money. I mean, you just purely lose money because you have people who are incentivized basically for not sending you leads and not to try to close them. They're just trying to filter them, confirm that they are motivated enough so you're happy with the lead, and they're not even incentivized to close. Probably you don't even train them because you don't trust them for whatever reason. So that's where, again, close mentality, multiple exit strategies like Dawn, and commitment, and show up. Like as it says in our title, Don showed up on Christmas Day. He got the contract. He's gonna get paid. And today,
next week
we are getting paid on the Christmas.
Yes, next week, the 3rd. Actually, sorry, not the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd.
So
the 3rd. Is there okay.
Win 90?
What about for active?
Same. Win 90. And guys, special coupon for clubbers today. For coupon clubbers, win 90, baby. As I promised, I always say, like, there are benefits of being a clubber. If you're a coupon clubber, win 90% off active and sale leads the end of the day. Till the end of the day for clubbers.
Awesome. I don't know what this is. I'm trying this one too, Logan. I just get a couple ready. Get them ready. Get them queued. All right. 190. Okay. All right, I can get started with those. Let's go. Let's see how many I got. Okay. All right, let's just start here. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. All right. Hey Siri, now 806.
Battery 90%. Connected to Don's iPhone.
Let's go. Let's see. Then send my text messages out while I'm running with it.
Please leave your message for 80667841114.
Call ended.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him with the text. Always want to shoot them the text in between, and then I call them right back. After I call them right back, now I'm sending them a text from the CRM, so they'll get 2 calls, 2 text messages, and the second it hits my CRM, they're getting a text as well. Just put a little bit of notes that I called them twice, sent them a text. And
Please leave your message.
I don't leave
Call
voicemails
ended.
because they've already gotten so many text messages from me and calls, 2 phone calls. Hey, Siri, dial 832.
Hello,
Yeah, I was looking for Ann.
this she.
Yes, ma'am. I was actually calling about your property over on 5th Street.
All right.
Yeah, how much did you want for that one?
Did I not talk to you already?
No, you never spoke with me.
Okay. Well,
Call ended.
You know what I'm realizing? Homeowners are just awful at selling their house. You know, so they come in, they want a price, they don't want to answer any questions.
I would say though, I waited not, but I have the best offer for you. I was gonna say that because you do novations. How much do you want to get for property? Boom.
Okay. All right.
Because if she spoke to somebody and she kind of hung up, it means that she's probably on the finish line. Maybe can be. To
please leave your message.
Call ended.
Hey Siri, dial 734. Yeah, I was actually looking for Dwight.
Speaking.
Yes, sir. I was actually calling about your property over there on Gilchrist Street.
Gilchrist is not for sale, bro.
It's not for sale?
No.
What? I actually had a note here that said you were looking to sell it right away. Due
No,
to
I'm
like,
not.
and I just want to make sure my notes are at least if they're incorrect, I can tell the team to take you off the
I'm a
list.
little busy right now. I'm driving.
Okay, so are you busy or are you right now
I'm
or
busy.
okay? But you do want to sell it?
Call ended.
Busy. Busy. Okay, people picking up though. Hey Siri, down 615. Also, I have
Hello?
looking for Jeffrey.
Yes, that's him.
Yeah, hope you're having a wonderful Sunday, sir. I was calling about Karen Ray Drive.
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just wondering how much you wanted for that one.
240.
What'd you say?
Yeah, 240.
240?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me what you got going on with the property.
Just needs to be updated.
Mm-hmm.
Stuck back in the 80s. I mean, a couple things been done. The flooring is the original hardwood floor. I mean, looks real good, but as far as that, it just, back in the 80s, it's not modern, up to date.
Okay.
Not up to date.
That makes sense. Can you confirm the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the square footage?
It's 2,000 square foot. It was 5-bedroom. The closet and the window's still there, so technically, all you have to do is put the drywall back. We just extended the living room a little bit bigger, but as far as that, it just needs a piece of drywall put right back and be back to a 5-bedroom.
So it's a 4-bedroom?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, technically it was 5, and I had the drywall taken out, which can have drywall put right back, and it would be a 5-bedroom again.
Yeah. Well, what happened to the drywall?
I had company come out to make the living room a little bigger, because it's a bigger family.
Mm-hmm.
When we have get-togethers and stuff, and we didn't use that bedroom anyway, so I just had it opened up. I mean, the closet's still there, the window's still there. I mean, just one, piece of drywall is not there. And one outlet that was on that wall.
Okay.
So technically it was a 5-bedroom, and technically still is a 5-bedroom if you just put the drywall back,
Is it down? It's not down to the studs or anything like that, right?
I'm sorry?
It's not down to the studs or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. So
I mean, even still looks like
you consider it cosmetic or like a remodel? So cosmetic mean you obviously being flooring, paint, and a remodel would be like roof, HVAC, flooring, paint, kitchen, bathroom.
Yeah, it's gonna need all that.
Okay, so it's a remodel. It's not cosmetic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did you come up with the price?
I had a few offers, and then I wound up in the hospital there for a while. And then my mom, she's actually in the hospital right now. That's who actually lives there. My mom and dad and sister, my mom in stage 4 cancer. She's at Vanderbilt actually right now. But yeah, unfortunately, that's the reason.
So how did you come up with the price? I'm sorry, you said there was like a sickness in the family. How did that help you come up with the price?
Because I got some process before I got sick and before she got sick, because I knew that my parents was getting older and getting sick. So I was going to sell both houses
Mhm.
and buy a bigger one for all of us. You know, kind of. I'm going to have to do it for
Call from 12162.
just take care of two houses. Impossible anymore, you know, with my parents sick. But yeah, I got some prices prior to all that, within a couple of years ago.
Okay.
But,
So who else has helped you make this decision? Are you doing this all on your own, or is there someone else we should have as a part of the conversation?
no, it's all mine.
It's all yours. So if we would
Yeah.
agree on a price here today,
Yeah,
we'd be able to move forward with the paperwork.
yeah. Yeah, I'm actually in the process of deciding. I've got two houses I'm deciding on right now.
Okay.
To
And how
buy, so
okay? And how quickly do you want the property gone?
I'm sorry.
How quickly do you want to get the property sold?
Pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Kind of don't want to, you know, like go out for like 6 months or anything, you know.
Okay. So 60 days, that'd be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd actually be perfect.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would love to get you. And you said the reason for selling is you have what? You said there was family illness and you want to buy a new house.
Yeah, I'm selling two houses and buying one bigger, you know, where my family and my parents can live, you know, with me, you know, so, you know, we can take care of them.
Well, that makes a lot of
That's
sense.
the only reason. That's the only reason. I mean, if they was healthy and not sick and all that, you know, but
Okay, so because they're sick, you want to move a little bit closer.
yeah, get something bigger, you know, where they can, you know, live with me and don't have to worry about two houses, you know, running over one, you know, staying over one for, you know, days at a time. It's just getting too much.
Okay, that makes sense.
Too much.
Well, I'm definitely interested. I could pay cash, cover the closing costs, and I honestly, I'd be at 220.
All right, now, how many houses are you looking to buy?
Well, I know I want to buy this one.
Because I do have another one.
Well, yeah, I mean, I do want to get on the other one, but I do want to finish out this one. How do you feel about the 220?
All right.
We can move forward on that one, and then we can talk about
225.
225.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Well, what's your email address?
It's JEFF.
Hold on one
Yes,
second. Hold
you
on one second.
Okay.
first thing he's gonna ask me is, "Hey, are they ready to move forward right now?" So if I get my boss to say yes to the number, would you be able to move forward with the paperwork today?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. I'm texting him right now just to see. What are you making?
Huh?
What are you making?
I'm making my dogs dog food. So I can feed them and go back to the hospital.
And okay.
Yeah.
Are you in front of your email right now? Are you in front of your email right now?
No.
Can you be?
Not right this second. I can't.
Okay.
Not right this second. Kinda. Yeah, feed them real quick and get up there. The doctor wants to go over some stuff with me at about 3, so it's gonna take me by the time I feed the dog and get them out. It'll be time for me to make my way up there. Been up there.
Let me know when you're when you can get work your way up there. I'm still waiting on confirmation on the number. But let me know when you can work your way up there. When you work your way up there.
I'm sorry.
Let me know when you work your way near your email.
Oh.
Because if we do get the price, I would want to walk you through the contract and get it locked in today.
All right. If you give me a few minutes, let me
Yeah, no
get
worries.
this done. If you want to call me back in 20 minutes, I can have them squared away, and then I have just a few minutes before I leave. So yeah, if you call me back in 20 minutes, I can be right at my computer.
So actually it only takes a couple minutes for us to walk through it. So I would like to I would love to be able to just walk you through it here shortly. And I have like 4 other people at my company that are making offers in this area right now, and I would hate for it to affect your price. I'm more than happy to wait a couple of minutes to get the contract in place.
Yeah, if you give me 20 minutes coming back, I'll have my email open and ready.
20 minutes. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I will. Let me give you a call right back in 20 minutes, and I'll have an answer for you at the number you were asking at, and then you also will be in front of your computer.
All right.
All right. 20 minutes. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike.
Call ended.
I can hear Yuri now. I can't believe you let him off the phone. That's a cardinal sin. That is a cardinal sin. I don't like to let people off the phone, but I'm also not going to sit here for 20 minutes while he feeds his dogs. Normally I would try to wait or keep pushing them, but sometimes you gotta trust the process. Sometimes you gotta trust that they will pick up. He seems motivated. All right. I'm just gonna finish the contract. And then I'm just doing the contract right now. Hey Siri, set a timer for 19 minutes.
19 minutes starting now.
We're definitely going to novate that. Definitely going to novate that. Just have to see. So that's one of those ones where I'm like, it was really in the middle. Like this could be a novation. It could be an off market. It's in a market. I've actually never done a deal. No, actually I've done a deal in the state, just not in this area. So for me, it's kind of like I'm gonna sign the novation paperwork, send a realtor over there, see. And that's the thing too. You really gonna have to be careful with sending the realtor over first, because if it is off market and you send them over there, they're gonna still want to list it. So you just gotta assess the situation. If you think it could be more off market, I think always send a realtor is fine, but send an investor friendly realtor. And if the house needs more work than anticipated, you can still list it as long as the numbers make sense. Also, whatever. I'll finish the contract when I get back on the phone with them. I don't want to take more time on that. All right, here we go. Let's see. Hey, Siri Dow. Sorry. Okay. Sending him a text. Sending him a text. It's what time over there? Okay. Call back.
Oh,
Yeah, I was looking for Sean.
yeah, this is him.
Yeah, I was calling about Packard Road.
Okay.
How much did you want for that one?
I don't really have it listed or anything. I'm not really sure.
Is it for sale?
I mean, it's a rental. My renter moved out the 1st of January, so trying to place somebody else in the house. And I guess I don't specifically have it listed. If I was to be offered the right price, I might take it, but
Okay, what would be the right price?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look up what stuff's going for in that neighborhood and the market and that type of thing. I mean, I'm sure you guys you're probably like an investment group or
Yeah.
something like that. So I'm sure you'd probably want it way under market value.
I wouldn't say way under, but we would need it at a discount. That is correct.
Right.
Are you open to selling it at a discount, or do you want full market value?
I mean, it just depends how under market we're talking. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I completely understand. Can you tell me about the property?
3-bedroom garage. Had some updates over the years. The roof was, I mean, all within the last maybe, 10, 15 years. I'm not sure. Like roof.
Can you confirm the beds and the baths?
What's that?
Can you please confirm the beds, baths, square footage?
It's 3-bedroom, one bathroom. Square footage is probably around, I think it's like 1,400 square foot. I'm not sure, somewhere in that vicinity.
Mm-hmm. What do you think market value is?
I mean, I don't know. That neighborhood's kind of just, I've seen stuff go for as high as 115 over there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So considering 115, I'm sure if I offered you 150 for the property, you'd probably take that, right?
You said 150?
Yeah. If I offered you 150, you'd probably say yes.
Well, I mean, of course.
Yeah. And if I offered you 5,000, you'd probably hang up on me right now, right?
Correct.
Okay. So if you know what you would take and you know what you wouldn't take, I mean, do you have at least a range for me on what you might possibly take for the property?
I'm gonna be honest. There is still a loan on the property. So, I mean, I'd have to be somewhere in the 90,000 ballpark, to be honest with you.
Okay. That makes sense. 90,000.
It's because otherwise I'll rent it. I mean, I make pretty good passive income off of it when it is rented, so I'm not pressed to sell. It's just, again, at the same time, it's like it would simplify my life to not have it. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry about tenants moving out, stuff like that, playing the rental game.
Could you do it for 80?
I'd have to see what my payoff is, but I don't think I could go that low, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I think my payoff's right around 50. Walking with 30 on it is just not, you know what I mean? I could rent it for the next 3 years and make 30 grand. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So really 85 would be your bottom?
If you guys played all closing and everything, potentially I'd have to, it's something I'd kind of have to think on.
Okay.
I wouldn't make a decision this exact moment, I guess. But
so even if I offered you 90, you wouldn't go for it right now?
I mean, 90 would be a little sweeter than 85, obviously.
Okay. And tell me about the condition really quickly. I just want to make sure I have my ducks in a row. I know it was rented. Did you do any updates to it?
Since the tenants moved out, or just in general?
Since the tenants moved out.
Yeah, I mean, they left it in actually really, really good condition, so I didn't have to really do anything. Like I said, the house is it's in pretty good condition. It's had windows done over the years, exterior doors done, interior doors trim, drywall. The bathroom was completely remodeled at one point. The roof was done at one point. Hot water tank, HVAC, some electrical upgrades over the years. So you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's in pretty good shape.
Okay. So, I mean, if I were to offer you 85, 90 right now, closing in 60 days, where would that leave us?
Like I said, it's something it is kind of something I'd still have to think on. I do have a tenant that wants to look at it, but I mean, it doesn't mean that obviously that's, I haven't signed a lease or anything like that, so I'm not concerned with that. But it's something I would definitely want to ponder for the next maybe 24 hours.
Okay. All right. I know that, when someone says that they have to think about it, right? It's usually either the price, the terms, or they don't know if they actually want to sell it yet.
I don't mind, son. I just have to, 85 is just, again, it's just, I don't want to walk with 30 grand on the property. I just don't.
Okay. So let's just put price aside. Let's just say
because in a sense, I could put just a little money into it, a little more cleanup, and just list it at full market value. And there's a chance I could pull north of 110 out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm just saying, let's just say we do the 90. You don't have to worry about that. You have 40 in your pocket. You pay off. We cover all the costs. Let's just put that to the side, right? I think that whether it's 85, 90, I think that we can probably come up to the 90. So I want to put that part to the side. I guess, what would be the top thing that you would make you not do the deal outside of price?
There's really nothing that would hold me back. Again, it's all price relative.
Okay, so price is the most important thing. Then
course.
I'll come up to the 90.
I mean, the bottom line is the dollar amount. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so I'll come up to the 90, and I'd like to get this property off your hands.
Okay. I think it's something that I would it's definitely something I consider. Why don't you, if you can, you want to try me back tomorrow afternoon, and I'll give you a solid yes or no.
Okay. Did you want to look at the contracts? I'd like to maybe at least get you the contracts. You can look that over tonight as well.
Just as far as like the sales contract and
Yeah.
the purchasing contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. You could send something over to my email if you want to.
Do you have a second right now to review it?
I mean, I'm at home and I'm literally getting ready to walk out my door, and I'm going to be driving.
Okay.
I do have somewhere. I have to go pick my son up. So,
Okay.
I mean, you could email it to me, and I can take a peek at it. It's up to you.
Okay. Well, maybe it is better for me to just give you a shout in the morning, like you asked, with the contract.
Okay. Yeah.
What is your email address so I have it on file?
What is what?
Your email address so I have it on file?
It's PEEZEE95@gmail.com.
Okay. And send. Okay. Okay. And then you said what time? Call you tomorrow? What time?
Yeah. I do have to be to work at 8, but I mean, I'm pretty flexible to be able to answer my phone when I'm at work. So you can call me whenever you get a chance.
Look at my calendar. Make sure I'm not doing it. What I'm doing. So tomorrow, and you'd rather talk after you get to work?
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, even midday is fine.
All right, so 10 a.m.?
Yeah, 10 would be fine.
All right, I'll call you at 10. I'll have the contract ready. We can review. And I mean, 90K, we agree on the terms. You're able to move forward.
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you picking up on a Sunday, and good luck with your son. You got any plans with your son?
No, not really. He's just coming back from a water park. He went to a birthday party spent the night. So just going to pick him up, hang out with him for a little bit.
All right. That's awesome. How old is he?
He is 13.
13. I would say great age, but I don't have kids that age. So I don't know.
Yeah. It's got its ups and downs at this age.
Oh, man. Well, I heard once they get in those teenage years, I hear you go from being best friend to enemy sometimes.
Well, see, and I mean, I guess it does depend. Me and my son actually have an incredible relationship.
That's awesome.
We never had that, but there's still a little bit of attitude sometimes. The hormones are kicking in and things like that. So
yeah,
there's days, but he's I can't complain. He's very respectful. So
yeah,
I don't have any issues.
That's awesome. Well, that's a blessing for sure. And you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Call ended.
Yeah, the sub 2 could have worked, but I like the price, to be honest. I think he priced it actually pretty perfectly. And based on the condition moving around, I'm just going to do a novation on that. And he did not object to the 60 days, which I liked. I wanted to get him in front of the contract right now. I don't like to push people on a Sunday going to their son, but I wanted to get him into the contract phase just so he understood that this is a novation. but we'll do it tomorrow. I didn't want to never over explain a novation over the phone without the contract in front of them. Unless you've pitched novations a lot and you know how to do it, but it's an easy way. It's also an easy way to get to just confuse somebody. And it's vacant, which we like. I mean, doing a novation on a tenant occupied home is actually living hell. Actual living hell. I actually really stopped because of that reason. I stopped buying a lot of. I've taken tenant occupied. How you doing? I took tenant occupied properties. Like I don't even look at them anymore, to be honest, because there is deals. Thank you. Our goal, a confused prospect is a prospect that's not going to want to sign something. So we always want to just oversimplify stuff for people. That was a good one. I like that guy. I think we're at a good price. Depending on condition. Okay, here we go. Hey, sit down.
Calling 614-354.
I don't know where this is leading. Is that the right number? Yes, I did. I don't know.
Call ended.
Hey, Siri, down.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message at
Call ended.
That sounded like a house. I wonder. Let's see. I should finish my novation contracts.
Hello, no one is available to take your call.
Call ended.
Okay. That person did not pick up. Let's see. That sounded a text already. That sounded like a home phone. It sounded like a home phone to me, chat. Let's see. So let's see what we got here. Oh, time to call the first person back. Let's see if he. I believe he's going to pick up. What do you guys think? You guys out there that heard the first call? He was feeding his dogs. We got down to a price. Do you guys think he's going to pick up right now? Or do you think he's not going to pick up right now? What you guys think, chat? Let's see. He might. I think he's gonna do it. Let me see. Let me call him. 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes on the dot. Let's see. Hey Siri, now. Here we go. The moment of truth. And if he picks up, it's lucky. This is why you don't let people off the phone. Because they always say, I'm going to pick up 20 minutes. They promise you. They promise you the world.
Your call has been
See?
forwarded to an automated voice messaging
This is why
system.
you don't
6
let people off
1
the phone, guys.
5
Call ended.
Double dial. Oh, I wasn't about to wait 20 minutes on the phone. Listen to this guy. I think that's probably the part about this part job I hate the most is that when you get someone to agree, you get them into the contract, and just the whole getting them to sign the contract part is the most annoying part.
Your call has been forwarded to
Call
They tell
ended.
you they're gonna call them back at this time, they're gonna pick up at this time, and then they don't, or then they say they're gonna sign right away, and then they don't. Then their sister has to see it. Or, Oh yeah, I signed two contracts last. Was it Thursday? Tuesday or Thursday? Last Tuesday or Thursday, I signed two contracts, and I went through it with them on live, actually. All right, I'm not gonna work on this contract anymore since you didn't pick up. Here we go. I think I just called this guy. I do. I love reading the contract. Though. Just, so many people. It amazes me how many people don't know how to. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact, Rick. Suspect, not a prospect. But he also, I'm taking into consideration, he said he had to feed a dog. Then his mom has cancer and he's driving back to the hospital as well. So, sometimes these people, they got real life stuff going on. Very good question, Give me 1 second. I'm going to answer you in a second. Hey, Siri, dial. So starting with Hino. So Hino, I never read a verbatim. I paraphrase.
Hello.
Dan?
Yes, who's calling?
Yeah, it's Don from New England Capital. I was just curious about that property on Glendale Ave.
Yes.
How much did you want for that one? How much did you want for that one? Are you there? Call drop. So I don't read verbatim, right? Each paragraph, there's a point. I give them one line about each line, though. You have to read each line or they're going to feel. I used to rush through it, right? And only do a couple. And then they'd be like, yeah, I need to read this. But if you actually go line by line and just give them a quick synopsis of what it says, right? Listen, at the end of the day, people hate reading. And they also hate reading contracts, right? That's why people have this weird fear about them because they don't actually want to read it, but they want whatever's attached to it. So, Dan.
Call ended.
Oh, man. And then so I had a team. So I have a dispo person that works with me. They're awesome. So we do have a dispo team. We had as many as 3 cold callers that would, call the leads first. I then got rid of them because I was like, honestly, I should be the one calling all of them. But now I'm at the point where obviously I can't handle all the leads coming in. So and I have someone else starting part time. And I'm like, I really only need a part time person because I have systems in place that do a lot of the stuff. And honestly, I'm the best closer on my team. So I want to be kind of the first person talking to all these people. And yeah, standard agreement. Yeah. So it's not just me. It's me. I have a TC, but the TC doesn't work directly for me. And then we have realtors that we work with in like 5 or 6 different states. I am full time in the business. I wake up in the morning. Around like 5, and I get to my desk at 8, and then I grind on the phones from 9 a.m. to like 8 p.m. Nice job. And congratulations, 3 years in the business. Man, that's a long time, chat. A long time. Rita. Is that Rita Jonah? Long time. Hey Siri, down 313. Oh, Siri didn't hear me. Hey Siri, down 313. How long is everybody in here? Tell us how long you guys have been in real estate. I mean, the wholesaling.
At the tone,
Are you guys
please record
new?
your message.
Are you
When you
guys
have finished recording,
3
you may hang up.
years, 5 years? Okay,
Call
that person
ended.
didn't pick up. All right, I'm gonna just kind of let's keep going through here. Is there any questions out there? 8 minutes? Well, he just got on the live. Started. I imagine that meant to say months. 8 minutes in real estate. 4 months. Alex, my guy, 4 months in the building. 8 minutes. He just started wholesaling 8 minutes ago. Why haven't you closed your first deal yet? Hey Siri, down. Wait, this one. No, that's from yesterday. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, here we go. Hey Siri, down 216 8.
Hello.
Yeah, I was
Hello?
actually looking for Leslie.
Hello.
Yeah, I was looking for Leslie.
Are you on a speakerphone? Because it's feeding back. Are you on a speakerphone?
Yes, I am. Hold on one second. How's that? Is that better?
A little bit. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was calling for Leslie.
He's not in. Can I take the mic? Can I help you with it?
Yeah, I was actually just calling about 80th Street. I was curious to know how much you possibly wanted for that one.
Which house?
The one on 2209 East 80th Street.
Right now, you had to wait on that one right now. I had to talk to my son about that. I think he has an offer on it.
He has an offer on that one?
I think so. You can call me tomorrow. I'll talk to him tonight or tomorrow.
Okay.
And find out if he has an offer on it. Call me in the morning.
Okay, assuming if he didn't have an offer on it, did you know how much you wanted for it?
No, he's taking offers. The best offer is the one he's going to take.
Okay. All right.
He has in mind what he wants, but I can't tell you what to do.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thanks. So, did you guys see earlier how that guy, the second guy, we agreed at 90, he didn't want to tell me the price up front? I think it's always good to just be like, well, how much? If they get into the thing where they don't want to tell you, I think you got to kind of revisit it a little bit. You know, you ask them a little bit up front about the price. Then they say, well, I don't know. They usually say, well, for the right offer. Then you ask them, what's the right offer? They don't say. Then you're like, all right, well, tell me about the property. Get off it a little bit. Then I get them. I say, well, what do you think market value is? So then you get the high part, right? And then I just give them the 2 offer method kind of, and then they'll give you a range. I've been learning for 4 years, started officially working for 2 years, but this is the first year I do acquisitions. Well, congratulations. I mean, have you closed here? You probably closed some deals. I've seen you in here a bunch. You probably closed some deals. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh my God. I always forget some of the St. Louis zip codes. I buy a lead. I'm like, oh, I wasn't supposed to buy any. I always say I'm not buying any more in the zip code, and then I end up doing it on accident. Integrations. Dispo and integrations, like CRM integrations. Ooh. Ooh. Integrations. What's one thing you guys are struggling the most with?
Please leave your message for
Douglas.
Call ended.
Okay. Or it's crazy is we only stick with 3 to 4 zip codes. I mean, I honestly, I am not against that. You know, people who have it, I mean, I just like talking on the phone and grabbing a bunch of leads, but I mean, eventually, you know, I think even my business, I would benefit from not doing full cities and just getting it locked in down to the zip code. That's actually probably the best way to do it because there's just some zip codes. Nothing like when you buy a lead, right? You buy a lead, you negotiate a great price, you get it under contract, and then all the buyers are immediately like, yeah, no, not over there. Absolutely not. And you're like, oh my God, I just spent money on that lead. I was all excited. And then they're like, no, oh yeah, I do nationwide model. I mean, I readjusted last year. I fixed my filters. You know, like when I first came in, it was just counties. Then I fixed my filters, and then now I'm really locked in. But I don't have it down to the zip code yet. But I do chase, you know, motivation. I will expand out into some places if there's really strong motivation. Yeah. I mean, nationwide can get tricky, but that's the thing. You know, I was really good dispo and really good realtors that I work with. So, and you guys definitely make sure you're building relationships with New Western, Keighley, who else? New Western, Keighley, and net worth. Those are people that can save your deals. So I think that you should go out, you should market them. Once you get to 5 days and you don't have an offer, then you open it up to network. So New Western, Keighley, Western, Keighley, New Western, Keighley, and net worth. Reaching out to the community, iSpeed the leaders, and then you should. After that, if you have no offers after 2 weeks, I think about switching your deals to novations. I just actually posted about that. You guys, let me tell you, the MLS has fire deals. People think that it's only for really good deals. There's a whole part of the MLS that's off-market deals. And if you price them well, they go in a day. If you track the MLS, you will see. We've had previous partners, about 1,500 buyers in that town. We shut down our investment lift since we didn't see a return on that. A lot of people moving away from it, and I don't want to talk on that, but I've seen a lot of people do that, move away from that platform. But we had it where we knew exactly who might buy what property. I mean, that takes years. How long were you working for that person? Because that takes years to get like that. It's great. I mean, after a year, you should have at least a couple buyers in you that you can count on, even to run high-level numbers with. Like, we have buyers in all of our markets where we can at least, reach out to them and say, hey, I got a property in this zip code. Here's the specs. Like, where would you be on it? 4 years. Yeah. And then, if you have 15 buyers in 4 zip codes, that's crazy. That's when you probably can do a lot of JVs too. A lot of JVs. Speaking of, I have really good cash buyers, and if you have anything an hour outside of Atlanta, let me know. Strong buyers there. Anything on Ocala, strong buyers over there. And then I have an agent that's really good at dispoing. So we might not have a buyer, but they can work with you in Houston. Let's see. Ratio on contract signed. So it varies week to week. Week to week, it could be, I've had it as good as 1 of 7 contracts, all the way up to 1 of 25 a contract for leads. Sorry. So 1 of every 7 leads. That's when you get like crazy, right? You have like 9 contracts, 10 contracts in a week. And then it's as low as, 1 of, 23. So it fluctuates. But I'm definitely somewhere in the teens. 1 of 13, 1 of 15, as far as that. And then assigned, that's going to be a little bit trickier. And then funded, we're about 50% signed. About 30% signed and closed. How many deals am I doing a month? I'm doing, it varies, but a bad month, I'm doing 4. And a good month, I'm doing about, 7. So I'm in between theirs. Yeah, man. I appreciate that. I get a good amount of leads, so I do spend a lot of time. So I really am about, like, let's identify if this person really wants to sell. Actually, let's identify what their price is and if they really want to sell. And I really am about, like, let's try to close them, but at the same time, if they don't, if they're crazy, or they're just if they're just way crazy about what they want, then it's not worth it. Because I mean, at the end of the day, people want what they want, you know. Let's see. Let me buy a couple more. One of three deals is a lot, is a lot, especially solo. Yeah, I probably am spending, you know. I mean, for me, I'm one of those people, I get nervous if I don't have a certain amount of leads coming in, or I'm not spending a certain amount. Because at the end of the day, you want to be good on the phone, but also lead flow is really important. Let's call this guy back. Yes, sir. I'll follow you back. Let's call that guy back. Let's see if we can get him. 216. No, this was him. I want to get that guy. I'm gonna buy some. Yeah, I mean, you need some sort of marketing, but man, let me tell you, I'm playing around when it comes to, like, I have anxiety. If I don't have leads coming in,
Your call has been forwarded to an
Call ended.
you know, we do we do follow-ups as well, and we have systems in place for that. But it's also like, let me tell you, there's nothing like when I wake up in the morning and I know that I'm about to go buy 15, 20 leads right now and call them all. I get so excited about it, you know? Like, I'm just like amped up. And honestly, when I first started, I'm in those stretches where we only did cold calling, right? I had to like just survive off of, you know, old leads at one point. You have to go in the trenches and you have to like really just sit there and call 3-month-old leads until you get a deal. But if you sit there long enough, you will get a deal. Like it won't be 1 of 15. It won't be 1 of 7, right? It might be, you know, it might take you 50 conversations, but you gotta get it done. Let's see. Selling motivation. Let's see. All right, let me see if I'm gonna buy a couple exclusives real quick. On our tenant only vacant, and then all right, let's see what I got here. Let's see what we got. Ooh, Arlington. What about that one? What about that one? Pass on that one. Okay, this is a good one. Oh. All right, let me try this one. I gotta go, but I'm gonna chill with you guys a little bit longer. Okay, what can I say? I just like doing this. All right, here we go. So, well, I call all these people. That's the thing. I bought a bunch of these. Ooh, why did I miss this? Huh. It's listed. I've never called a listed lead before. I've never called a listed lead before. You guys want to call a listed lead? I've never called a listed lead ever. But it's in a hot area. Why not? It's and I use a coupon code for it. And I have a fire buyer over there. like a fire. If you guys have anything within an hour around Atlanta, please let me know. I have a buyer. We'll put down 10,000, 20,000 EMD just to get a deal. If it's at a good price, it has to be, but you know, they're a real buyer. So it has to be 3-2, has to be in a good area. So it's like they're not just going to buy anything, obviously. And they're very educated. So, but if you get a deal, it's happening. Let's see. I bought all these. Arlington. All right, let's try it. I'll try this one. Let's see. Let's see. I'm about to buy. Yeah, I'm a little bit iffy about on market too. Yeah, let me call it. See, that's the thing. They've made it so addictive to just keep buying leads that sometimes I catch myself just looking. It's like, all right, you have like at least 10, 15. You could just call it right now. You don't have to keep on. Oh, 1-1. Oh, I bought a 1-1, guys. No. A 1-1. Oh. All right, ready? I'm gonna call this one. Hey Siri, dial 678. Let's see what's going on with this one. On market lead. Let's see. Let's see if it's just a retail. Imagine if I get this. Oh, this is a nice house.
Please leave your message for
This is a
Call
nice
ended.
house. Yeah. I shouldn't have bought this lead. It's like you can't even be mad. You can't even be mad. This is the stereo. This is an on-market deal all day. I mean, but this is where it's like, guys, you know, call them, figure out if there's a pain point, and maybe I'll offer subject to novation. Oh yeah, man. No, they're gonna want that equity. Oh wow. They're listed for what? Yeah, that's their problem. They're on the market way too much. You ever start talking about a lead and then get nervous you didn't hang the phone up? Oh my god. Hey Siri now. I've done that before. Was just talking hot mess. Didn't hang up. Didn't hang up. It was still on their voicemail. Was like checking out their thing. Was just talking about the prospect. But luckily, it's like hopefully people don't listen to voicemails anymore, unless they're like expecting a voicemail from you. I can't believe I bought a 1-1. That's crazy.
Please leave your message for
Call ended.
prospect? The last prospect just got back to me. We're gonna. I do have to run. Alex, is Yuri letting you on? That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't think there's a way for me to let you on. I don't think I have the control to do that, to let Alex on. No, yeah, I can't let you in. I can't let you in, Alex, or else I would. There he is.
Let's go.
There he is.
Any luck, brother?
I had two good ones. One guy actually was
Hold on. My forehead looks huge.
I had one guy who was interested and told me to call back in 20 minutes. Didn't pick up. And then I had another guy who was interested. He's like, call me tomorrow morning. I'm on the way. I'm about to go out with my son. I'm interested. So nothing on the call, but I had two ones that are priced well, two novations too. I'm closing on another novation next week. So
Nice.
I need to get that novation because novations are just so great because you get them up and running. And if you're lucky, sometimes you do get them. Like on the last novation I closed in 2 weeks from the time I got it up to the time 2 weeks and 2 weeks. I'd say 17 days from the time I listed it to the time I closed. But most of the time you can expect it's going to take 45 days at least.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to close my first one, dude. We had to change title companies. So,
Why?
It's been a learning curve for me because at first we were under the impression, and this was a affiliated title with the realtor I chose, and she said that they were all down for the novation. They knew about it. But when it came down to it, they said that that we needed a different document saying that the homeowner was selling her interest and not the property. I'm not like, no. This is not what this is going to be. This is a novation. We're replacing the A contract with the end party contract. That's what it is. And they were talking about selling interest or something like that. But it turns out they just really didn't know what the hell. They just said yes to get that.
Why? And that's also why when you're on a novation, they always try to get you to use their title company. You never let them do it because if you let them switch to their title company and then they don't know how to do it, it's just going to scare the buyer too. What state is it in?
Florida.
Okay. You found a title company that'll do it?
Yeah, we found one after all.
Okay.
That is good because I already had my novation agreement signed and everything, so it was just a matter of like, what else are you needing? And then the realtor's like, hey, this other company says these documents are more than enough, so let's go over here. And I'm like, all right, let's do it.
All right. Okay. If you're ever about to sign a novation in another state, and if you want me to give you a heads up on any title companies that I use, I'm more than happy to let you know.
For sure, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah. So it's been a learning curve, but it's exciting, bro. Like my first novation, and then I'm assuming it gets easier after this. You know what I mean? So,
bro, it's the first couple are scary, especially when you get an inspection report back.
Mm-hmm.
It has like 50 things on it, and you're like, how am I going to get all this off? It's kind of like a title report. You're like, how am I going to get the clear to close on this? And
yeah.
But you work through it, especially if you have a good realtor, they'll tell you what to do. But most of the time, there's little things you can do. Give them a home warranty. Some things you have to fix or just take money off. That's most of the time. Like, I'll drop the price. You make the fixes after you close, But
yeah, that's why when I do the novation pitch, I always account for, maybe I should do more, but I've been doing 90%, right? That to account for the 10 of closing costs and commissions, and then a little bit of cushion, and then minus my fee, and then minus $5,000 for concessions and credits. But that's kind of what I've been doing right now. Maybe, I don't know. How do you do it?
So I I find the as is price, and then I drop it $10,000 just in case I need to drop it on market.
Okay.
And then off that number I do 0.935, and then I do minus 30,000.
Minus 30 for your fee, right? The 30 is for your fee.
Well, I in my head I'm like, I already did account of 10K for the drop, so I'll start at a price and then drop it, so I won't lose my money there, or I'll make more money depending. And then I always say I account for 10,000 out of my fee for negotiating during inspection.
Got it. Cool. Makes
So
sense.
I account for 30, and if I'm lucky at the end of the inspection, I can give away 10 and still make 20.
Nice. So you account for a bunch of things that can go wrong, right? So yeah, that's a good idea, dude.
If the seller pays for the owner and lender policies, are they allowed to select the title company without violating real estate settlement procedures? So if the seller pays for owner and lender, are they allowed to select the title company without violating Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act? I don't know. I actually don't know that. Yeah, I'm not sure. That's a great question. All right, I gotta run. I have to run. I have dinner with the family, and I'm cooking dinner today. So, wish me luck.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, bro. Great chat. See you. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah. Take it easy, bro.
Yeah. All right, later. Great chat. Basically, agents aren't supposed to push too hard for title policies companies. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's why I tell them, hey, I'm the one paying for it. So I'm going to use it wherever I want. I actually tell them, like, hey, I have a contract with them. Like, I do business in multiple states. They give me good rates, and I have a contract with these people, and I'm paying for it. So I'm going to do it here. Sanford. Where did this come from? What does this do? Hey. All right, I'm going to call one more. I'm going to call one more. I actually just locked up a deal here last Sunday, and it's going pretty well. So I see another lead over here, and it's someone else. Why have I seen this name before? You look at these sellers' names, and I always feel like I remember this name for whatever reason. All right.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice.
Call ended.
Also, I have to set up this. All right, I'm out of here. You have a good man. I'll see you on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Thanks.
Yep.
All right, guys. Later, chat.
What's up, chat? I'm back. Hunting down some leads real quick. I'll try to make it quick. How's everybody doing? Don't forget, win 90 for your 90% off lead, sale, and active. Coupon clever or not. And you guys hear the conversations, you know these people want to sell, right? And I'm about to say something that makes me feel a little attacked right now, but if you can't close these people that have raised their hand and want to sell, it's not the leads, bro. It's not the leads. And I feel personally attacked because I've been on a dry run right now of not lucking up stuff. But I think it's a good thing, right? Because there came a time where I had way too many contracts that I could handle and that I over offered. And so now that I have kind of like a sales process, and it's not set in stone, but you guys can hear it on my calls where I try to front load some of the objections, right? Are you looking to sell right now? Place them in a bucket, like how much are you looking to get? Is there anybody that should be part of this conversation? And I'm learning and picking up things from these guys like Don. One of his last calls was pretty fire. The guy that, you know, he was kind of had to think about it and had to go pick up his son. That was a good one. I forgot a specific part of the call where he said, you know, oh wait, the guy wouldn't give him a price, right? And then he said, well, if I offered you 150, you would take it, right? But then if I offered you 5, you would hang up on me. And then he made him give his price, right? And that was genius, dude. That's high level right there. You know, the guy didn't want to give a price and he anchored him high, anchored him low. And I told him, you do have a number because if I gave you 150, you would say yes. If I gave you 5, you would say hell no. And that was like, I'm stealing that one for sure. So things like these are what I'm talking about, where you learn, you know, the more you do it and the more you're around the people that are doing what you want to do and that have done it. No, it's as many leads for this code, bro. Win 90. Troy. That's a good question, man. Actually started September, closed my first deal. No, actually, that's a lie. I closed my first deal 4 years ago now. And I've told this story before, so I'm sorry for the listeners that are going to hear it again, but I closed my first deal 3 years ago. It was a driving for dollars, so it cost me $0, right? $10 EMD, locked it under contract for $65K, and then I assigned it for 95. So my first deal was a 30K banger. And then, you know, not knowing what it took to run this business, I wasn't thinking like a entrepreneur or a business would. I kind of just blew all that money and didn't invest in marketing. And I did invest in marketing way too early than I should have. Right. And so didn't have nothing to show for it. And then went back into the old rat race, 9 to 5 again. And then again, hit another breaking point where, you know, the pain of staying the same was greater than the pain of change. Right. And so that's when I decided, dude, I did it once, I could do it again. And I started again 4 years later, fast forward to this past September. And yeah, I attended a wholesaling event that iSpeedToLead sponsored. And yeah, ever since then, I've been going strong. Even at that, I felt like it wasn't enough. And then I kind of like slacked the rest of September. And then for another month, because in mid-October, I went to another event, Wholesaling Live here in San Antonio. It was pretty crazy. And that one kind of like snapped me out of it and lit a fire under my ass. And then I purchased the accelerator program that iSpeedToLead offered there. And it's game over from there, dude. Like I put my head down and I started dialing like every day for 30 days straight. So when people ask me how long have I been doing, I say September, even though my first deal was 3 years ago, and then I quit. But yeah, just consistently actually doing this full time. 2 months ago, I started September again, and the first 30 days in October, when I really decided to take it serious, locked up 10 contracts, got 3 to the closing table. There's 2 that are pending, 1 sub 2, and then the novation that I was talking to Don about, and then 5 fell through. But yeah, man, I think the sky's the limit when you really set your mind to something and just be consistent and focus and just put in the work without expecting, instant gratification or reward that's guaranteed. Because, if you want that, go back to a 9 to 5. That's the reality of it. But yeah, it's been a crazy journey. Me and my girl quit our jobs. She's a veterinarian, like actual pet doctor. I was a rescue medic for the oil fields. We were making great money, but the time, the hours, it was not, not sustainable and not ideal when we have 5 kids together. So we quit our jobs. We're doing this full time. It was just me, her, a VA that does some lead generation for me, and another part-time VA that does admin work. And yeah, it's been game over after that. We haven't looked back, and knocking on wood, don't plan to. And that's why I just, no matter what happens, I show up every day. And sometimes I feel like, I know Yuri. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm available if you're going live. Put me on, because I just want to have the consistency and the reps in, because no matter the outcome, I just want to show up and kind of, set myself for success, right? Make it as impossible as I can to fail at this. And I think the best way to do that is just show up and do a ridiculous amount of work where it's hard for you to fail. But that's my story, chat, so main thing for me now is just consistency, discipline, and just keep learning, right? I know there's some high level people in here that I make calls, that I share this platform with, and it's pretty dope. Just growing with them and learning from them. And what I lack in knowledge and experience, I make up for it in, good old fashioned Mexican work ethic that I have, and just show up. That's kind of where my superpower is right now, or at least I'm using it, I'm leveraging it, because that's what I got. You know what I mean? You got to use what you got, bro. Just imperfect action more than anything. But yeah, chat, that's my story. I'm getting some leads right now, and we're gonna start banging them out. And I'm an open book, dude. So, whatever y'all want to know, ask me. I'll share what's working for me, what's not, what's been changing, where we're headed in this, in our journey, in this business and stuff. Work ethic and just being resourceful is what I kind of like pride myself in right now. If I can help anyone, or provide as much value as I can, I'm all for it.
Hello.
Hello, Masuda. This is Alex.
What is this regarding?
Your property on Gulf Street.
Okay. What about it?
Are you looking to sell this right now?
Yes, I am.
Perfect, ma'am. I know Saturdays are kind of taboo to reach out, but I'm really looking to acquire some properties here in San Antonio. How much are you looking to get for this one?
Currently, it's on the market for 365.
Okay. And have you gotten any feedback from being listed?
Nope, it just got listed day before yesterday.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. And
Are you interested?
yeah, I'm an investor, right? So I'll be looking to get some properties. And being transparent, it's either going to be a fix or flip or just like a buy and hold to put renters. So we buy all kinds. So I was just, reaching out to see if this is something that we may be interested in. Are the pictures that are up to date there? Is there anything that was not disclosed on there or anything we should know about?
Everything's up to date on the listing right now.
Okay. Well, I guess there's not much to find out with you, right? I can actually get in touch with the realtor, but I do have one question for you. Is this something where you would consider a cash offer on, or are you kind of just hoping to get, retail highest top dollar for it?
I'm not interested. I mean, if you want to give me cash, that's fine. But I have a appraisal in hand for the current list price, so I'm not looking to sell below.
Okay, no, and that's perfect. And the reason why I asked is because I'm one of the few investors here that actually are able to pay, current market value. And the way we do that is by getting creative with our deals. So would you be open to, being financing this, holding the note on this? Like I'll give you your asking price and you give me some time?
Yes, I am. Owner financing is available on this property. Again, initial terms for an owner financing option is listed on the listing right now. If you I am represented by a real estate agent, so if you want the full details, you should reach out and ask him. But yes, owner financing is completely an option for this.
Perfect, and that works great, right? Because we like to pay agents, pay agents commission. Everybody deserves to get paid for their work. So yeah, let me go ahead and reach out to them, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully, we can do business pretty soon here in the near future.
Absolutely, thank you.
Yes,
looking forward.
Have a blessed day.
Do you need my agent's contact information?
Yeah, actually, that'd be great. What is it? Dude, I've been talking and it was on mute. My bad. But anyways, what I was saying is that these, I don't know if you guys heard that call, how it ended. My bad. But she's already open to, creative, which is very, not common, right? But I got lucky here. However, these leads are some of the prime ones to go after when structuring creative finance, right? Especially the ones that have been sitting on the market for a long time and they have little to no equity in here, because you coming in with a down payment and paying off the agent's commission beats them coming to the table, the closing table, with cash. So, if you're good with creative and that's something you want to get into, start hunting down listings that have been sitting on the market for a while with equity from 15 to 25%. And these are more inclined, especially multifamily units, right? Because most investors get them with DSCR loans, and with these high interest rates and the market rates and stuff like that, a lot of times they don't cover the debt. So you have to get creative here. And it's easily pitchable because you say, hey, if you can get me approved to buy your house, I'll happily do it, right? But the current market, the interest rates, the 1% isn't enough to cover, the debt on this thing. And that's what lenders look at. So the alternative is, because you do have a little bit of equity, I think this is the best solution, because I can come in with a down payment, pay your agent's commission, right? So, and that's more sub 2, right? Just clarifying. And the only reason I mentioned that, right, is because, one, it's already listed. I don't know if it's a non-exclusive listing agreement, right? Second, some of these end buyers for these properties, they don't mind coming in and paying, right? If it's worth their time, right? Cash flowing. So
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 8655. Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options. To leave a callback number, press 5.
Hey, John, this is Alex giving you a call about your property on Lake Crest Drive. If you're still looking to sell, please call me back. I'm looking to get a few properties in the area, and I'd like for it to be yours. Thanks. Bye. Yeah, I know. And that's why I said with this one, I got lucky, right? Because she said that, they had just listed the day before yesterday or something like that. And typically those, they aren't really open to sub two or creative, right? Because they're just getting into the market, right? So I got lucky running into one that already has that listed on the MLS because she did mention that. So and that happens all the time. So this is the lucky one. And when it doesn't happen, right, most people are trying to cash out, and they put it on the market for a reason because they want to know, they're throwing out the line to see if anything bites, right?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Dana, this is Alex giving you a call about your property on a Roebuck Drive. If you're still looking to sell this, please call me back. I'm going to be here working for a few hours. I'm looking to get a few properties there in the area, and I really like yours. I think it's a good fit for me. Hopefully, I get to hear from you. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Diaz. This is Alex.
Who?
Alex, I was giving you a call about your property on Dent Street.
Who are you calling? You got a phone number?
Mr. Diaz.
No, you got a phone number.
So you guys are not looking
You
to
got a
sell.
phone number.
You guys are not looking to sell Dent Street.
You got a phone number.
No están vendiendo. I think they're Spanish speakers, so I'm gonna get a little, a little ballsy and send them a text in Spanish. Perdón por molestarlos. Solo quería ver si están vendiendo su casa en Dent Street. Si no están interesados o tengo el número incorrecto, discúlpenme y los voy a sacar de mi lista. Que tengan buen día. And the good thing about these guys is, iSpeedToLead, not only is the lead quality subpar, if you run into the outliers that, but let's say it's listed or they're not really wanting to sell, or, they just are not responsive and whatnot, or wrong number and stuff like that, they give you refunds for these. So
Hello.
Hi, David. This is Alex.
What do you want?
I was calling about Stillhouse Road.
Yeah, what about it?
Are you guys looking to sell this?
Yeah,
How much are you guys looking to get for this?
$1.2 million.
Say again, ma'am.
$1.2 million.
$1.2 million.
Yeah,
I have here. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
2.5.
2.5. Okay. And how'd you guys come up with that number?
How did we what?
How'd you come up with that price?
Oh, we have a appraisal for $1.5 million.
Okay. And have you guys tried listing it by any chance?
No.
And this is free and clear, right? You guys don't know anything on this?
No.
Okay. I'm looking to get a few properties in the area, and I did see this one. It does look like it needs a little work. Is there any wiggle room there on the pricing?
Well, we've discounted it $300,000. I think that's a wiggle room.
You guys started off higher?
Sorry?
So you guys started off asking for a higher price?
We have an appraisal for $1.5 million.
Got it. But you guys were asking $1.5 million and you guys kind of discounted it, or were you guys asking? Yeah, okay.
I think $1.2 million is a discount from $1.5 million, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if the appraiser, is good at his job, then absolutely. I don't see why not.
Yeah.
For this,
I mean, 3 points. I don't know if you know Atlanta. Do you know Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay, well, 3.3 acres in Atlanta, that close in town in Vinings on a dead-end street is amazing.
No, yeah, absolutely. And that's what caught my eye at this property, because it looks like it has a lot of potential, And, I'm a hands-on guy. I love to get in there and build something and leave it better than how I found it. So this seems
Sky's
like
the limit. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly. I can get creative. I can do what I want. And
Yeah.
were you guys looking to cash out on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because if it was a cash offer, I know you get tons of these calls, right? And correct me if I'm wrong, but most of them are way, way below than what you're looking for.
We haven't really tried to sell it yet.
Okay.
This is the first time. We were gonna live there, but we changed our mind.
Oh wow! Why'd you do that? It looks like a beautiful home.
Health.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope everything's okay.
Well, I'm going to be 75 soon, and had a big accident not long ago. So.
Oh wow!
Well, changed.
You could have fooled me, man. You don't sound like a 75-year-old. You sound like someone I'd take out on a date.
No. I'm 70. I will be 75 in June.
Got it.
That should be available on the internet too.
Yeah, we can find a lot of information on the internet these days. I like keeping it old school, right? I believe in building relationships and stuff. Getting to know each other, especially if we're going to do business together. And I guess what I was wondering is, for a property like this, and I don't know if I'm probably one of the first people that has called you.
No, I get calls every day.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's correct to assume that they've been offering pretty low, huh?
I haven't actually gotten an offer yet. Most of them are calls like yours.
But they say they're going to call you back and they never do.
Yeah, they say they're going to call me back.
Well, I'm going to be the different guy here, okay? There is a way we can make this deal happen, but it has to be a win-win for both of us. And you might be asking what I mean by that. I'm very well known to be a few of the investors that are able to offer, more than the typical investors, especially for properties like this. And that's because I'm in a big community of investors, right? And we don't just do cash offers. We get creative with our deals, and that's kind of the catch here. If for us to be able to come up with your asking price, there's no doubt whether we can or cannot. The only thing is for us to be able to come up with your asking price, you would just have to give us like some time. Is this something that you're open to exploring?
Well, that's very vague, actually. What do you mean by time?
Yeah, great question. So, if I give you your asking price, and for suddenly coming up here at offering more than when most investors are, especially cash offers, cash buyers, the only thing we ask for in return is to give us some terms, right? So if I get you your full asking price, is this something that you're willing to finance to us and hold the note on? Obviously,
well, it would depend on what.
Yeah, absolutely, right. This is just me trying to see if this is that you're open to, right? See, because a lot of times it might not be what people are looking for, and depending on your situation.
Well, I can't really give you an answer right now because nobody else has, made me an offer. Okay, I've gotten a lot of calls like yours, right? I've also talked to real estate agent. I've also gotten an appraisal. We're just beginning to look into this now. So without getting any specifics from you and without hearing from all of these other people who are also as interested, they sound, who knows, yeah. Right? I can't say. I mean, if I had another offer that was appealing, then I would not entertain what you're calling time. So, you're not being very specific, and you haven't made me an offer yet either. So it would just depend, right? But we're not like desperate or anything. So
yeah, absolutely.
This is a house we bought, with the intention of moving into it from our big house. We are still in our big house, so we can stay in our big house and be comfortable. But it is costing us money to keep it going, and it is a hassle to go there and keep it clean and the grounds clear. So the sooner we can get rid of it, the better for us. So what you're implying to me is that you don't have the money.
No, that's all far from the truth, right?
What's the name of your company?
Ray Property Consulting.
How do you spell it?
Reirey.
Reirey. Is that all one word?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Consulting?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. What do you want me to do? Wait around?
No, well, nothing actually. I actually want to make you an offer, right? Because I said I was, and I don't want to be like people that say they call you back and never do. I'm seeing here on the comps that everything, listed over like $700,000 has been sitting on the market for 115. And that does make me a little nervous. If I were to come in with a cash offer,
what are you talking about?
Just the properties like in the area within 0.5 miles.
Oh, well, I don't think you can really compare this property to anything really around it. I mean, there was one house over that just sold for more than $1 million. I think only on like 2 acres.
And was that one in better condition than yours or poorer condition?
Better condition, but not as good a piece of property. And just a different kind of house altogether. But it's a dead end street. It's just a unique piece of property. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, it's really its location. It's just the location. A dead end street, 3.3 acres, right across the river. There's just nothing to compare. And Vinings is a very small community, so you know, it's mostly townhomes. Vinings is mostly townhomes if you look at it. So anyway, that's our price. You know, we got this appraisal. That's what we're going on. We want to sell it. We know we need to make a discount, so that's where we're starting. So that's it.
And you said this is
Anything else?
3 acres, correct?
3.3.
Okay.
That's a matter of record. You don't need to take my word for it.
No, yeah, I know, but I've been coming across a lot of misinformation on here, so I always like to confirm, just to make sure that
Okay. Yeah.
I have
All right.
everything correct.
Okay. And what's your name?
My name's Alex, ma'am.
Alex. All right. You know, I'm just trying to keep everybody straight.
Yeah, absolutely, right. And at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you know, I'm just here trying to explore my options here. I do think that this is a good property that'll fit our portfolio. I just think that, you know, with everything that we're gonna have to put into this to fix it up and make it competitive in the market, I think that after all, you know, closing costs from this transaction and then closing costs from the resale and commissions and then the work that we're going to be put into it, you know, I think an investor, you know, such as myself, we would be coming in around, you know, $650,000.
Well, whatever. See. Okay.
What do y'all think, chat? Should I call her back? And for this one, I believe I messed up because I assumed, right? I assumed that they'd been getting all these offers instead of actually listening to them. And so I have to be more cognizant of that, because if I keep assuming and they haven't been getting any lowball offers, it's going to happen exactly what happened here, where they're going to assume back, hey, this sounds like you don't have the money kind of thing. This one's a little wild. I'm looking at the comps here, and it may be a unique property, like she says. It's actually beautiful, but it's very outdated. And from what I'm seeing here, there's one property that sold across a big landmark, which is a railroad in a completely different area, for $1 million. The two that sold around the neighborhood, actually, these haven't sold. One's listed for $515, the other one for $550. And I think it's hurting it that it's one of the biggest properties in the area. Ooh, I need to check how much they bought it for. But yeah, that's just a learning point. A key takeaway here is don't assume, right? I assume that she's been getting offers left and right, because I looked at this lead and it has 5 orders with me now. So that means that the 4 people that called her before me told her they were going to call her back, and they never did. And I went straight for the creative offer, as opposed to just, you know, sticking to the process and giving them a cash offer, because at the end of the day, they want to sell, right? So I'm just double checking here some things. Oh, maybe I did lowball the heck out of her because they paid 775 in 2019. Yeah, this is super outdated. I think they. But this is one where, I was the only one that made her an offer. And I would like to think that maybe that made her feel like I'm serious because I kind of tried to use some logic behind it with closing costs and stuff like that. And I actually made her an offer as opposed to saying I am and I never call her back. But yeah, anyways. No days off, Rita, you know how it is.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up. Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, Mark, this is Alex giving you a call about your property on Riverside Road. If you're still looking to sell, please call me back.
Hello.
Hello, Stephanie. This is Alex.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes. Hi. We were texting a little while ago.
Okay.
I was giving you a call about your property on Parkway East.
Yeah.
Um,
1371 South Parkway East.
Where are you finding it?
Say again. I'm not understanding.
Where did you find the property?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, we have marketing partners that passed off your information because they thought we might be a good fit to buy your property based on our portfolio in the area.
Mm-hmm.
And
where did you find my property? Did you find it in the tax records?
No, like I said, this information was gathered by marketing partners.
Oh, okay.
I can look at the notes here and let you know. I think it sounds like they called you, right? A lot of people just fill out forms online or they respond to a phone call they received.
Right. Right.
But you are looking to sell right now, correct?
Right.
Perfect. How much are you looking to get for this, ma'am?
I've got it posted on Facebook Marketplace for $143 at this time.
Okay. And if I were to, come up there with my offer and give you a number that made you happy, is this something that you're willing to start on the process today?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm not under contract yet.
Okay. Okay, good. Is there anybody else on the deed or anybody else that should be part of this conversation?
No. I'm sole owner of it. I paid cash for it and I don't have a mortgage. And so I own it outright. So I'm ready to sell it if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. And let me just, tell you a little bit of my process. I am an investor, right? So I'm looking to buy for two reasons, either fix and flip or buy and hold and put tenants in there to cash flow. So I was
okay, Alex, yes. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Let me call you back. Let me call you back. Oh, I'm getting another call and I need to call you back. I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
As soon as I said I was an investor. What could I have done different, chat? Is she just not motivated or other investors left a bad taste in her mouth? I'll wait and see if she does call me back. If not, I'm going to send her a text. But yeah, Rita, I just saw your question. This week, it's for contracts wise. I got one locked up. The other, when was it? Monday or Tuesday. There's two more that I couldn't close. I think it was yesterday and the day before yesterday. One guy needed, and I was pushing, one guy needed to have their neighbor go over the purchase agreement, even though I went over it with him. And then the other guy, I think he said they had 6 inches of snow or something like that, and he just wanted to wait till Monday. I mean, I think it was just an objection, but yeah, I was really trying for the close. So two of those I think are really close. One of them I know is a good deal in Baltimore. The other one that I locked up, let me see which one it is. So yeah, but to answer your question, just one actually on their contract and two are in the works. And to be honest, I haven't been keeping track of my KPIs too much, right? And I need to be getting on that. So I'm trying to put together a system that's going to allow me to do that. I'm going through the people that have texted me back and try to get some of those going. Hello, Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
I sent you over the agreement. Did you receive it by any chance?
Yeah, I saw it. It's bullshit.
Why do you say that?
Well, hold on 1 second. Let me open it up real quick.
What don't you like about it? What do you need me to change on there?
Hold on 1 second. Okay, we had a discussion that you guys were going to pay any liens or whatever on the taxes or whatever on the property. But if you go down to, let me see, where is it? Tax appropriation, seller shall pay all real estate taxes in accumulating property for the years prior to close of taxes. You got that. And then you got another section. Wait a minute.
if you scroll down to clause 19, there's a statement there that says that buyer to pay all liens, taxes, and closing costs. And additional terms and conditions.
Yeah, wait a minute. Scroll down to where? 19?
19, additional terms and conditions. Yeah, I remember our conversation, so I made sure I put that there.
What I printed out.
Yeah, no, Mr. Michael, that's why, I wanted to go over it with you so we had a clear understanding. I mean, I'm not trying to,
Okay,
pull
you got
a
number
fast
2,
one or anything like that. I
encumbrances,
think
it says any liens, unpaid utility bills, the encumbrances and or mortgages owed will be closed and paid in full by seller.
yes, right, because that's the way my contracts are structured, but that's why I have additional terms and conditions for whenever there's something, because it'll cost me a few $1,000s to pay an attorney to draft me a new contract for one transaction, and that's why this section is there. I mean, if you want me to fix the statement on there and get it to where maybe it states that the above clauses involving these terms are negated or kind of canceled by this one, I'd be more than glad to do that. I'm just I'm trying to save myself a few $1,000s by not paying an attorney to draft me up a whole new agreement.
Right. Well, I mean, if it's not listed on the contract, then it's not, then I can't, like, if you end up saying, oh, well, you got to pay,
statement at the bottom,
you got to pay these liens and you got to pay this and this and that, then I have no.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I wouldn't ask you to take my word for it. Do you not see that part on the bottom on additional terms and conditions?
No. It's not on mine.
It's on the signature page right underneath, because it's supposed to be 3 pages total, right? The first 2 have the language,
right.
and then the third one.
The last part. Okay, there it is.
The third one with the signature page, that one has the additional terms and conditions.
Yeah, okay, I see that. All right, well, look, what I'll do is I'll run this back by my, because I just saw the top part. I didn't get down to that lower section. But if she says it's okay, then I'll get back to you. But she's going to be at work tomorrow, and then she's going to put me in touch with somebody else. But when she gets home, I'll have her check this out. If it looks good, then I'll call you back and let you know. But
well,
yeah,
make
I got
sure
down
you
to
call
that.
me, Mr. Michael, because I thought we had a pretty good conversation yesterday. If that
Well,
was an
yeah,
issue,
but I don't do any. I'm not doing anything unless I get somebody to check it out.
Yeah,
this lady,
I don't
this
have a
is all
problem.
this lady does.
Yeah, I don't have a problem. I was just
I mean,
saying,
she works for a multi-million-dollar corporation, and this is all they do.
no, yeah,
You
I
know,
was
they
just saying
find
that
people.
if that scared you, you could have called me. I would have.
Well,
I thought we could talk to each other about everything, Mr. Michael. We thought we had a great talk the other day.
yeah, we did, and I apologize for not scrolling down farther, but I didn't. Like, I printed the contract out, and I didn't see it at the bottom. That's why.
Got it.
So,
Okay.
but I mean, I'll apologize for that, but I still want her to go over it.
Absolutely.
You
right.
know, I'm not signing anything without her approval because first of all, she's a very, very, very good friend of mine, and she knows her crap, you know. So, you know, she's going to be at work tomorrow. She was going to put me in touch with a lien company, you know, like I might have to see what how much the liens, if there were any liens and any bills against the property or against me that might influence, you know, this the sale of the property. But so she's going to do that. She said I might have to pay a fee, and I think sometimes it, like the first one's like pretty cheap, and then if you use it constantly, you pay more. But so she's going to do a couple of things like that for me tomorrow, and then I will run this past by her when she gets home. She gets home around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and I'll run it down. I mean, she can look over it. She'll know within 5 or 10 minutes what's going on.
Yeah,
So,
so, sounds good, sir. Like I said, no pressure at all. I want you to
all
feel
right.
comfortable going into this, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to sell it unless I'm feeling comfortable. I mean, you know, that's why I wanted to get in touch with her. And then that's why I wanted you to print it, send it to my email, because I couldn't, on my phone, I couldn't print it, but then you sent me the other copy and it just popped right up. So I was able to print it up, and then I was going to take it to her, but then I I only got down to whatever that section was where it's seller is responsible or whatever.
No, I hear you.
All
Sir.
right.
It's
So
understandable.
anyway, so I'll talk to her tomorrow, and then I'll get in touch with you after I speak with her.
Absolutely,
Okay.
sir. If you guys have any doubts or any questions that doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy, just give me a call. You know, like I said,
I
I'm
will.
transparent about everything, and
All right, my man.
really want to help you out. I know you're in a whole different state and don't want to deal with this BS. So, you know, let's get this to the closing table, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Sounds good.
Have a good day. We'll talk soon.
You too.
Hello, thank you for calling. Please leave a voice message or send a text for a faster response.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Stephanie. This is Alex. I know you said you were going to call me back, and look, I get it. I know you're probably tired of these knuckleheads and tire kickers wasting your time, because as soon as I told you I'm an investor, you couldn't wait to get off the phone. Just so you know, we usually come in higher than other investors because the few options that we have at our disposal. So if you're still looking to sell and are not looking for a low ball offer, call me back. I think I have some options for you that might get you top dollar. But yeah, just call me back. I'm interested in the property, and talk to you soon. Okay. Hello, Robert.
Speaking.
This is Alex, sir. I was giving you a call about Mulberry Avenue.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm asleep, man. I'll give you a call. I got your phone number, man.
All right, sounds good. Bro sounded like he partied last night, so I won't be pushy there.
Hello?
Hello, Carlos?
Yes? Who's this?
This is Alex. I was giving you guys a call about Magnolia Avenue.
What?
I was giving you guys a call about your property on Magnolia Avenue. I got here in my notes that you guys are looking to sell it.
No.
Okay, so you guys didn't fill out a form that you guys were interested in selling it?
No.
Okay, is this you, Carlos?
2108854. Two one messages at this time. Goodbye.
Thank you for calling Scott Blanc here. I'm unable to come to the phone at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message. Thank you for calling Scott Blanc here. I'm unable to come to the phone at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Scott, this is Alex giving you a call about your property on South Hill Road. If you're still looking to sell, please call me back. What's going on, chat? It got quiet. I'm trying to get people on the phone, but
Hello. Please leave a message after the tone. Hello. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, Robert. This is Alex calling you about your property on Nevada Street. If you're still looking to sell, please call me back.
Hello.
Hello, Rosa. This is Alex.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
I was calling you guys about your property on Dakota Street.
Oh, no.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para 210425744. Notificación por SMS o más 5.
Disculpe la molestia, solo estaba hablando para saber si están vendiendo la casa en Dakota Street todavía. Si ese no es el caso, ya no los molesto y los borro de mi lista. Solo que tengo aquí en mis notas que están vendiendo su casa y quería ver cuánto están pidiendo por ella. Yo puedo cerrar en 30 días o menos. Si están interesados en vender su casa, háblenme por favor.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
This is Alex calling you about your property on Burleson Street. If you're still looking to sell, take my call, please.
Thanks, Alex. Please stay on the line. I'm sorry, this person is not available. If you would like to leave an additional message, please reply after the tone.
Hi, Henry. This is Alex. I was giving you a call about your property on Burleson Street. I have here in my notes that you were looking to sell to go ahead and invest in a different project. I'm looking to buy a few properties in the area. If you're still looking to sell and tired of these knuckleheads wasting your time, please call me back. Yeah, Rita, it works sometimes, especially through text when they reply and say they don't want to sell. And I say, well, my AI says, did anything change or are you just tired of knuckleheads wasting your time? A lot of times they reply to that. Striking out, guys. All right, guys. So I went through the leads I bought. I'm gonna go ahead and try to, do a second attempt on some of my older leads that didn't answer. Hopefully, get something going here.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Boom. You know what? I just spoke to Nick from RG's team. Told him the stuff we spoke over the last 2 weeks. Gotta close. Too much of embracing no and educating buyers and all this bullshit instead of trying to actually close people. And he was like, because funny enough, there was just a post in Titanium University from the guy who actually called on our competitors' leads. I mean, I'm gonna say how it is, like property leads. So he complained about the lead, but the call is horrible. He sent his like conversation, and the call is like, bro, I mean, you're not even going by the structure. Like, we just over obsess about what's inside and all that type of stuff. So, I mean, I think it's guys, sales everywhere is the same. So this is like, as I said multiple times, you're not gonna hear my sales team if you come with your little less budgets. They're not gonna tell you, oh, so you're not that motivated. You will never hear them from them. You will never see them like educating you and not giving you the offer you want. If you see one, let me know. I'm gonna kick their butt. So that's if something, they probably even push too hard. They talk too much. I was just listening to 3 demos of my sales team. Gosh, it was painful. It was painful. I know I have accent too. That's why I try to emphasize on importance of clear, short messaging with the right tonalities if you really want to close. And again, the advice that I kind of tell you guys, it works in any industry. So the faster you'll embrace, embrace the closing thing, the closing processes. Okay, am I progressing to close? I'm not progressing to close, and kind of everything should be pushed from there. It will help you everywhere in your life. You're gonna go to another job, different industry, you're gonna open your business. You can pressure your team better. Yeah. I don't like leaders. Oh, this thing is bad. Oh, like this happened. Oh, salaries. No. Are you following the process? Are you closing? Did you ask for the close? Did you go for the close? No. I mean, don't freaking tell me this. Like, you follow the structure after we talk, and we take the numbers because we are tracking numbers anyway, right? As a business, I'm tracking numbers, but I need to make sure like the sales team is doing exactly the right thing all the time. Not like they just educate one seller, with one they actually do kill shot, with another one they don't do anything, with the third one they just funny way building rapport and doing that type of stuff. So you cannot progress, you cannot do anything with that. So and
so what ended up happening with that one?
Well, I think there'll be a training. I mean, and by the way, quick advertising for university. So if you're part of Titanium University, they listen to your calls like every day, and they give you feedback, all that stuff. So make sure to join. Or consider, if you consider any communities out there. But yeah, they're gonna have discussion. Again, I don't want to go into much because it's can be sensitive, a little bit information. So. But I would say the call could be better. Let's say it this way. And again, and this can be anyone's lead. This is not our lead. Okay, this is not our lead. The complaint is about lead. So, but I was like,
yeah, but you said the call sucked, but did someone else close it? I missed that part.
No. It's just bad conversation. It's just conversation about nothing. It's conversation about like the lady is like not that motivated, but he's like, oh, I'm getting like multiple like offers, they lowball, all that type of stuff. So, and the conversation is like educating. I even don't remember. It was just so many words, different ones. But there's no key question like how much do you want to get for it, right? Okay, you don't want lowball. How much? How much do you want? Right? It's just simple. I mean, there's no need to overcomplicate. And I'm gonna tell you this, guys, why I'm a little bit sensitive. My sales team does the same stuff. The more sales people, you'll notice that if you don't have a structure, you don't enforce structure. Somehow, some way, most salespeople think the more they talk, the better they are. Oh, and they feel comfortable, and they like talking, and they like kind of maybe even controlling conversation and chit-chatting back and forth. No. And you gotta really hold your team, accountable. Okay, it doesn't matter if you day one, year two, whatever we decide, the best structure to close deals, to follow the structure. Oh, but I'm more experienced at close. But no, I mean, if you want to change the structure for everybody in the team, give feedback. Let's adjust the structure so everybody can follow. It can be as great as you. But you're not just doing different stuff because you think it works better. Maybe it works worse. Maybe your numbers could be even better. Maybe it's because of your tonality. You have a deep voice, they listen to you, they want to follow with you. It's not because like you're changing something. So, but you cannot know unless all the people on the team follow the same structure and execute. Plus, it reduces it takes down this like excuse maker on the leads. And again, we understand leads can be suck anywhere, right? But again, as I like to say, hey, the most important question, this 19th, 3rd, 7th, 9th, or 1st lead, the one that will be good one, will you close it or will you suck it? So that's the most important thing. We're not going to close every lead. You hear those live calls. I mean, you're not closing every lead. I mean, we know that. But will you execute when you get a good lead? And unfortunately, guys, yeah, we a lead company, a lot of type of stuff. But unfortunately, most of you won't. So there'll be, and there is a bunch of things can happen that will prevent you doing this. You've not been in the mood. You didn't expect the seller to pick up the phone. If it's like especially first leads, everyone picked up the phone. Like, holy crap, didn't expect that. So that's all. You get to some point and you're like, okay, I'm getting lost on comps or other things, and I'm not gonna even try to do. Hey, I'm leaning towards that. How does it sound? Get a feedback. Call them back or get somebody else who can help you out. Get me my my partner who specializes in creative finance call you, and figure out what time works for you, and get a call for your whoever you work with, maybe. All right. So yeah, the reason I wanted to connect, we're not gonna stay too long, and but I was calculating closer coach.
Oh yeah.
Finally, guys, I know. Finally, let's.
You said what? 50 calls were submitted, something like that.
100. There were some crazy people.
Oh
too.
wow.
But and some still processing, so not all of them are still processed. But hey, good news. We actually got our highest score, at least on. And again, I don't have scores like for closers both, so they'll be different a little. So I didn't look inside because I need to look inside to check 41 metrics. So, but I have like the. I have the things on the top. So you see there are some processing. So in the past, let me find some old one. So this is, guys, from our previous iSpeed arena calls. So we see like there was like 7.2, 7.3, 6.7, 5.3, 8. So 8 was the highest. I think Travis Wells scored 8. I think there was some high one with Caesar. Okay, I see 7.9 with Nick, the Flip King. Who else was high? 7.9 Ashley. Who else? Alex here was 7.1. So this was the Caesar's call. I think it was the highest score like scored in on Black Friday. So it was 8.1 here. Again, an 8.1 doesn't mean here that it's like the highest score. So we're gonna have the full numbers because I'm actually calculating all those together, but I exclude this one called recording compliance, whatever it means, and note taking. So everybody was like, what the hell does that mean? So I'm not counting those. So your final score will be like 41 metrics. It's total, I think, 43. The total will be 41. So actually, while Caesar's score will be even higher because here he actually scored 0. So was not counting this, his score will be even higher. But so this was Caesar on 8.1. So let's see what we got scored on anybody else was high. Alex again, 7.1. So this is where we start, and we got and right away we hit that.
Oh wow!
Look at this! Holy moly, Mr. RG Bates. And guys, here's the thing too. I haven't listened to any calls. I'm gonna actually check like a special top 10. I'm gonna go and listen, but I haven't listened any freaking call. But 8.8. This is like the highest freaking score. This is crazy. I was like all dance, like this is crazy. I didn't see that. And he still lost 10 points, by the way, like on rental assessment stuff. So, and creative finance, and didn't even brought up creative finance. Look at this one, dude. This is crazy. I'm telling you, like 8.8. Yeah, I need
That's
to look
insane.
at that. What the hell was that? Holy moly! But we also got Tyler Osborne 8.3, by the way, 8 and 3. So as you guys can see, this was actually the second highest score right now. So let's see this one. 9 10s, 9s, 9s, MO. Went into rentals, skipped creative, like urgency. Well, yeah, that would be a high score call. This was actually, that might be actually even higher score than RG's, because it has this like rental stuff. So I don't know if it will be enough for RG, whatever he did on motivation, to balance that. And here's another call from RG, by the way, 8 points. I think as it was actually on one of our YouTube videos. By the way, let's see this one. Again, no rental, no creative. Well, it was enough to score 8.
Nice.
Jairo Rodriguez 8.3 as well. So that was a high note too.
Ooh, that's fire.
So let's see that one.
Got some tough competition, boys.
Well, yeah, you gotta. But hey, you see, like you go into and I don't know. By the way, this is that might be not fair, but again, we have what we have. I said I'm gonna count this. If you just say, "Are you considering something creative?" Is that enough, like, to count for the score or not? Because again, all of those are scores, and all of that is AI. So you see, guys, some of those are calculating, but we definitely see up there, like we have definitely top 3 guys is Jairo, Tyler, and Mr. RG Bates, which is 8.8. Just absolutely.
Damn,
mad.
so many calls, right? Is that when they got submitted or when they're getting graded? The dates on there.
Oh, dates. I downloaded all the calls today,
Okay,
and I'm uploading them right now because it takes me time. So I'm spending a weekend on that, rather so I don't have, because you guys submit it in the form. I need to download them to my computer. After that, upload them there. Right now, after that, I'll actually probably ask my team to export them by what was
So
I
when's
saying?
the leaderboard coming up?
Hopefully tomorrow.
Nice.
Tomorrow, Tuesday. So we're gonna have the leaderboard. So, but I 8.8.
8.8 is crazy work.
I hope, like, there's like a lot of 10s there, which is even double crazy. I was like, holy shit! I was like, crazy. But yeah, that's the kind of the ending, guys. So on the on the positive note, by the way. So if you want to be part of that, by the way, you can submit any calls. And there is a guy who actually submitted some of the calls from competitors. I wanted to grade that call that actually I saw like the guy posted, but I was like, I mean, I don't think it's not going to score almost anything, so I don't want to do that. I mean, guys, but be fair about your assessment too. Don't submit something like I saw like one or two. I saw one call that was like submitted and it was just conversation. It was like invalid lead or something. I'm like, you're not gonna win with that. I understand. I mean, I'm not sure what you want me to grade there. If you want just feedback how to answer on some stuff, you can ask us there, which is fine. I mean, I'm loading everybody. I don't care. So I'm not gonna listen to every call anyway. But yeah, guys, we are going on the finish line, and we're gonna have the first leaderboard, and yeah, it should be a fun week.
Last 7 days, right, of the stretch.
Yeah, like Monday after the Super Bowl, as we're gonna announce. Like Monday at I think 7 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna announce the winners next Monday.
Hey, I had a question about the grading. Are all those calls closed, or is just that the conversation was good? I know probably it's gonna get score higher, right, if it closes, but I was just wondering.
Ask it again.
Like, are all those calls where they actually closed, or some of them were just good?
No, I don't care. I mean, well, this is the matrix. So, and if anybody wants to see the matrix, guys, just go to iSpeedToLead Closers Bowl. and go on submission. By the way, packages, by the way, get loaded. And again, that's what I said. Like, hey guys, you don't have to close. It's all about just AI scoring you. It's 41 parameters. And again, you want to see all of them. You can see them here. Cool. So, I mean, we have a little bit of time, so let's review that, right? So, I mean, opening. So opening tone, caller introduction, authenticity, personal connection building. So typically most of you, I would say, like, unless you really do some crap, like most of you like score decently here. I don't see like a lot of those like on a lower score, honestly. So but you also have like explanation what is it about. But like first part, right, opening, right? So we opened the opening. Like, did we open? Will you open? Was there a lead? Yes, you will open. So next one is motivation. So, and again, it doesn't mean it should be in this order. So it's just ranking, finding things, and just does it, right? So confirming the intent. So are you still considering to sell? Motivation, question delivery. So how closer inquires about seller motivation? Like what got you thinking to sell the property? I imagine that's what RG Bates is asking. But they're gonna tell you something. Are you active listening? Are you engaged in this conversation? Like, hey, actually, like even like this Don's case today, like the lady said, hey, I had like death in the family or something. He didn't acknowledge anything about it. Honestly, I was like, no, come on, bro. So like, just sorry to hear that at least or something. And again, I'm not the most even sensitive, empathetic dude out there, but so again, motivation, follow up, like asking like additional question, right? Like to give you example. Well, even today, Don did all right with that. He said like they have a situation where they need like money for like health stuff, and he was like, that was actually the answer of the person. How did you assess your property? And he was like, do you mind telling me how's it connected or how much money you need for your health things? So it's like a follow-up question. Like we're not just saying, okay, I got it. And okay, here's my offer. Okay, seller type identification. So, well, I don't know how is that scored, but I know a lot of you get high scores there. So I'm not sure about that one. So let's go on next one. Pricing, negotiation. Again, those are easier. When we ask about price, probably the faster. I mean, from what I see, the faster the better. So how closer reacts when seller states the price. Ideally, don't want to react. We want to react later. So asking parameter assesses if the closer asks how the seller arrived at this price. Right, so parameter measures how the closer returns to the price discussion after gathering property and motivation information. So you guys can see this one is, I would say it's kind of king closer heavy, like one call close approach. So, and it's just there, right? So we do the offer. Are we explaining this? And so what do you think about this? And are we trying to handle the objection? After that property market analysis. So again, you guys should do it on every call. Ideally say something. And you saw like RG Bates call, I didn't go into rental. So maybe moving further, it shouldn't be like maybe required question for the competition. But, some of you do, some of you don't. And, we go into this stuff. Deal structuring. So how we structure the deal. Again, are we using creative? Offering time and flexibility. Are we offering the solution to their specific problem? How we connect, the solution to their problem. Closing and next steps. So delivery confidence, like, okay, here's where we at. Closing, urgency creation, like I always like to say, like, hey, why I should move forward with you like today, this week, next week. So are we doing anything with that, right? Contract discussion. This is how our process goes. Next steps, contract process, follow-up commitment, like, hey, clear follow-up plan. I'm going to call you back. I'm going to do this. Like, we're going to go there. Contract information exchange, typically, it's pretty high. So how we prevent ghosting. So, well, it's a good question, like what it's ranking, by the way. I'll be interested to see how it goes. But in general, as a general of thumb in sales, ghosting preventing strategy, it's when you kind of make statements like, hey, even if you're not interested, like, let me know, I'm gonna, or like, let's agree that I'm gonna call you back this time on this day. Even if you decide not to move forward, that's all right. Just let me know. and I just want to make sure everything is all right with you, and or something like that, and that's it. So it's kind of trying to prevent ghosting. Will it prevent every time? No, but am I trying to do my best to make sure he's not gonna ghost me, he's comfortable, and all that type of stuff. Follow-up preparation. Well, again, if you do the contract right away, I would imagine it should be give you a little bit higher points on that. And the final outcome, from what I see, probably if you close this one will be higher, but most of those are kind of high, I would tell, as long as you send the contract and you agree on follow-ups. And after that, objection handling skill, conversation control, talking to listener ratio, and silence comfort level. So
hell yeah. Yes, there's a coupon today, win 90 and win 80. Are you doing a spins today, Yuri?
no, we're gonna do it together with the stuff to next day. Okay. But guys, just submit your calls to Closers Ball. It was nice to have Don and Alex, and we're gonna see all you tomorrow. Again, we're going on to the almost finish line, so let's freaking go. Thank you all.
Finish strong. Appreciate y'all.